Hey everyone, how you doing?
Hey guys.
Howdy.
Hello all.
Happy
What's happening?
Friday.
It's
It is
What's
Friday.
it's Friday. Friday.
I'm hearing a double audio on my side.
How are you? I'm not.
Sending you audio?
Could be on my end though.
I think it's you.
It's probably me. So ignore me. Hello.
What we do have it.
It's gonna be me.
So what's up in the world,
Correct.
guys?
After this song, we're gonna
Everything is fine.
Yeah, what's up in the world?
How
November.
about those midterms, huh?
It
We
was
delved right into
certainly-
politics.
Oh,
Certainly
Was I
unexpected.
supposed to take a test? Ha ha ha.
Still trying to figure it out,
Midterms.
right? It's still counting.
Bob, you
Yeah,
look
there's-
out of focus.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You look out of sorts, Bob.
Yeah, you
Same.
need more light on your
He
face.
lives out of focus.
A little more light, little
You should have seen me with too much light. It was the horror show.
real horror show.
Real horror show.
We can talk a little bit about what actually has been taking place with Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay. It's always a fun place to go, I suppose.
Yeah, and I have some links that we could look at if we want to. But go ahead if you want.
Why?
to
What's
start.
happening with Twitter?
Go ahead. Let's see the links, Ian.
Okay, well, so there's a couple things. I mean, I think we got some maybe comments about our previous comments about Twitter and Elon
Yeah, we
Musk.
did.
So there's some stories. Let me share this tab instead. That indicate Twitter might be in a situation. Twitter buyout loans get bid at 60 cents on the dollar as banks sound out investors. So they're kind of like selling off their debt that they loaned 13 billion, I believe, to Elon to buy Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So this may be a sign of decay there, or that they don't have any faith in Elon's ability to make money off the platform.
I read he may have to declare bankruptcy in order to reorganize. That's what I heard,
Mhm.
which is not, totally unusual business strategy. Maybe it is if you just acquired a company, but that's what I read recently. Is that's a consideration? You may have to take it bankrupt and then restructure.
Mhm.
And part of it that
And that would protect him from debtors and things,
So there's the debtors, but then there's also been a trend of the verification trolls. I don't know if you've seen this, where like
Yeah.
like Eli Lilly, is it, falsely announced that insulin is free, and here's the tweet. You know, it's like a fake account,
Right.
you know,
And
insulin
their
is free,
stocks
and then they have
plummeted.
to apologize, and their
So
stocks
is
plummeted.
this are these posts that people are putting on Twitter, and Twitter doesn't have the bandwidth to like verify? Is that what's
catch it.
happening?
They do, but like by the time it happens, it's pretty quick. It seems like, and this is a Twitter Blue icon, and then this is their actual one. You know what I mean? So it's like this is just dark mode. So honestly, it's the same. So there's not really a way to see it easily. You know what I mean? It kind of defeats the purpose. And the verification system is literally you just pay $8. There's no additional level of verification.
Yeah.
It's just pay $8, make a joke. And I do have a video showcasing some of the jokes, let's say, that have been happening.
Lots of great memes coming out.
There's a lot of good memes. This one's a little crass, so
Oh boy, gird your loins.
I'm gonna gird your loins with this one a little bit. So, and if we'll pause when there's something funny, I'll show you. This is Elon's whole idea. This is Doja Cat accidentally interchanged his name to Christmas, and then they stopped, allowing you to change your name. This is Ludwig. He bought Twitter Blue, and it replaced his real check mark. This is all like, news articles, FTC cracking down on development, Twitter with deep concern after a CISO. Like a bunch of the privacy C-level execs resigned yesterday.
Yeah.
So that is a big question mark. This one's a little. That's not Ben Shapiro, but
it's not real.
But
I mean,
honestly, he deserves it. But this one, not Mario actually giving you the bird from Nintendo of America.
It looks like it.
That's pretty good. So this one,
U.S. Department of Press Services. Oh gosh.
Regulatory compliance for chess-based affairs.
But is this? I mean, could this have happened 2 weeks ago on the platform?
No.
Not with a verified checked account like that.
Now with the verification is really the joke that it's like, okay, any idiot can make a parodied account, right? And just like yada yada. But the check mark is supposed to indicate that it's verified, not that you have $8.
I imagine that's something they'll eventually catch up on and fix, I would think. But right now, while they're in this transition, obviously there's massive holes and gaps to be exploited, clearly.
Yeah, it seems like,
and people are having fun with it,
I mean, it is. People are. I mean, they're going. I mean, this one's funny. Apple TV, is like you get sued by all these major companies. I mean, Rudy Giuliani fake tweeting about standing with Kyrie Irving, Kanye West, because George Soros once pushed me down in the streets and I was stuck on my back like a turtle for several minutes. I mean, it's like
fake account. Is that a fake account?
Yeah, it's fake Rudy Giuliani. I mean, also look at it, what he says. He's like. Claiming that George Soros pushed him.
Yeah, the content itself is the giveaway.
The memes are amazing, but it is like Helen Keller is a okay, never mind. I mean, it's just like there's no end. I mean, Dave Chappelle now. Well, this one's actually for good, I guess. Trans women are women and no longer Team Turf, that's probably for good. But O.J. Simpson. I mean, it's just. The lawsuits, I feel like, are just going to bankrupt Twitter to some degree. I mean, it's just, these ones are a little. That one is. I'm going to skip that one. This one's a little crazy. Okay, that one's even worse. Okay, we get the point. Anyway, they're all. It's just a train wreck.
I like the one.
It's a train wreck. The thing is, I mean, to me, that represents a fundamental misunderstanding of social media.
Yeah.
Right. Like one of the key features of social media is like it is like a flock of birds, in that, a lot of people just go in the same direction just spontaneously because that's kind of like what a meme is. It is just this spontaneous bottom up phenomenon that happens on social media. And he was begging for that to happen. You know what I mean? Begging for what to happen? For this to happen, for people to say, okay, you're going to charge us for the check, we're going to break it. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't that predictable.
I mean, what people told him. I mean,
Perhaps.
he was
It
told
seemed
him
like it.
that, right? It wasn't.
Until he can get a handle on it, he probably should.
And even just coming into
waited.
Twitter like a bull in a china shop is again going to provoke a public backlash of some type. You know, it's just.
It's not like there isn't value in Twitter. It is a pretty good platform for getting information out really quickly.
It is. I
for
mean,
all
I
its
was at
ills.
a neurology lecture a couple of weeks ago, and the scientist giving the talk said that his favorite, neurological journal was Twitter. Basically, he gets more scientific information off Twitter than any other single source that he uses because there's a bunch of scientists on there, pre-printing their work and sharing their work and doing stuff like that. So it is a powerful communication platform, but it is untethered. You know what I mean? It almost has this sort of mind of its own in a way. And, he should have come in just super conservative. The idea of just coming in, firing a bunch of people, making a bunch of pronouncements, was just sort of asking for this kind of reaction,
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. He's. Yeah.
It is his company. He can destroy it if he wants to, but it is
right.
unfortunate.
It's
Well,
Perhaps.
I mean, some people will argue that, that he did the research, he knows what he's doing, like he's doing this to save the company and all that stuff. I think the fact is that most people, the vast majority of everybody, doesn't realize what the truth is.
Mhm.
Nobody knows the truth. Nobody knows what's actually
can't
going
handle the
on
truth.
behind the scenes.
That's true, but we know the effect. All we can see what the effect has been.
Yeah,
But
that's
this-
what
yeah.
that's what I'm saying is like, we are getting some news and we're getting information from people that leave the
Yeah.
company. I just find it interesting to think that, half of that workforce could legitimately be fired. I mean, what does that actually mean?
Well, why
know,
do it all at once? Why not do it in increments and see how it goes? Because they had to apparently. I've heard they had to hire some of them back.
Well, he made a statement, is what he did.
Yeah, but that's my
This is
point.
and this is part of that cost for having done so.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
No,
Yeah.
but he has no investors he has to answer to. It's not like other companies he's got, where there are stockholders or whatever. It's his everything. So that that gives him a lot more free reign, frankly, for stuff to happen and not have to be held accountable. And Ian, I don't know that I don't know that I agree that you think a bunch of lawsuits are going to come from like Eli Lilly and a bunch of other places because people went onto his platform and made those fake accounts and stuff. I'm not.
Their stock prices dropped, as Steve said, and they have to make public apologies, and I'm sure they get like harangued a little bit, like on their other platform. I don't know. I mean,
I don't.
It's not a lawsuit, but it doesn't look good, perhaps.
Well, sure. I mean, yeah, it's marketing wise. I mean, but I don't know that I don't know enough about those kind of laws that would necessarily.
Well, they're right now
lawsuits and like, Elon, this was your fault for that our stock crashed. I don't know that holds water. I don't know.
No, right now they're not accountable, right? If you run a social media platform, you are not accountable for what people say or do on your platform. But they could change that law, and that sort of has come up again since Elon took over Twitter. But again, just to make more clear what I'm saying, it's like it's like a run on the bank, right? You guys know what a run on the bank is? It's like everyone decides they want to take their money out of the bank at the same
when
time.
the bank's only holding
right.
10% of your
Yeah, it's only
money.
exactly. And so that is like a spontaneous mass response to something. So if you're the CEO of a bank, you should never say something publicly that would provoke a run on your own bank. It's just words.
Yeah.
Right? You're in control, but you could destroy your own bank by saying the wrong thing publicly. That's why they're really careful about what anyone who works for them or their company says. Remember, we had of one of our fellow skeptics and friends who was blogging with us on the SGU, and he worked for a company, I won't say which one, but that basically a financial company. They said you can't do that. You can't be saying stuff in public. You did not about anything that he said, or it was just we can't,
Totally proactive. Yeah.
yeah, we don't want to be accountable for a blog post that you might write, right? So they just have them on lockdown. Like you can't say anything in a public forum like that.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's got to be vetted. Anything you say in a public forum has got to be vetted. So social media, I think, is kind of the same. Maybe not as profound as a run on the bank, but again, you could tank a stock. You can break a social media platform. You could do a lot of damage just by saying things in public.
Sure, I can go on Yelp and destroy the deli down the road for getting my sandwich wrong. Give them a 1 star, and they'll hate that.
Yeah, but when you're Elon Musk, you have a much bigger effect than just one Yelp review.
Of course,
Yelp
of
review,
course.
Does it warrant defamation lawsuits? I mean, is it that level of?
I don't
potentiality?
know. That's a legal issue.
It seems like so much of this is happening in the public venue, though. You know what I mean? Like, why couldn't he just buy the company and then you just don't hear about it?
Yeah.
Like, it's like there's all this drama and all this stuff happening. Like, I mean, it makes me think that in my opinion, I just can't help but think, he is doing some of the things that he's doing for attention.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't have done it if it was behind the scenes. Totally.
Yeah, I would if I were spending that kind of money and I was taking over a business, I certainly would not want the world's eyes on me and every move that I make. Like that to me, that's like you said, Steve, you're basically asking for trouble at that point.
Yeah.
But I think he was also forced to buy it. Like even a couple weeks prior to buying it, he was trying to get out of it. Like so, it kind of came to a head. I mean, he kind of shot himself in the foot.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we also
we'll see what comes out the other end. So
Yeah.
far, it seems like a fiasco, but again, we'll see.
Time will ultimately tell.
Yeah.
This could take years for it to sort of. It's
Interesting.
very emotional. It's very raw right now. Yeah. Obviously, a lot of turbulence. Months, year or two. It may eventually settle into something. And someone was commenting. They said, "Well, it's never going to be the same as it used to be." That's right, and you're exactly right. There was pre-Musk Twitter, and now there's going to be Musk
Post-Musk
Twitter.
Yeah.
Going forward, and it will be different. And I would not be surprised if it's extremely different coming out the other side. He may repurpose the whole thing and retool it in ways we have no idea. So it may not even resemble itself even close to what it's like now in the future. I have a feeling he's going to really do something else with it, turn it into something unrecognizable, and then we'll see. And then it'll crash or it won't. Who knows?
I don't know if I said this before, but it's worth repeating if I did. I don't like single individual people having that much power.
Yeah,
that guy's got sole control over a platform that tens of millions of people, maybe hundreds of millions of people worldwide are using. And there's a lot of that going on today. Like
that's not new. Jim.
Yeah, it's not new. I know that there a lot of other media platforms are owned by one person, but I don't like it. I don't think that things like that should be owned by one person. I think it should be ruled by some type of committee.
Oh, government takeover, huh?
Well, not even necessarily government, but I mean, if it's like
a
public,
well, there's supposed to be a board of
then there's
directors.
rules. Yeah. Well, if it's public, if it's private, there's no rules, other than just not committing fraud. But I mean, so this is private, right? Because he bought
right.
it.
It went from it became private.
Yeah. Right.
So hey, I know a lot of people who hated Twitter, the way it was, and they decided I'm not going to go play in that sandbox. Okay.
It's like what Trump did to the federal government. He's made it a private corporation.
Is that a joke?
He treated it that way. He treated it like his own personal private corporation.
Yeah, he did.
In other news, sad news, and somebody who I quote unquote looked up to, maybe in a way, I just wanted to show this.
Gallagher just died.
Oh, you did.
Man after my own heart, obviously.
How old was
no.
he?
Yeah.
76.
Gallagher, comedian known for smashing watermelons, dies at 76. Ian to take his place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Gallagher 3 or whatever.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I always
Gallagher.
watched the specials. They were, I mean, they're very goofy, but
In
like,
the 80s.
Yeah, I remember
it
watching
was
him in the
very
80s.
goofy.
Yeah, he peaked in the 80s, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it was different, it was clever. It
Oh, and
was,
somebody mentioned Kevin Conroy. Sorry to cut you off. The voice of Batman. Interesting
Oh.
too. Like
voice of
pretty
Batman for
iconic.
which
like video games and TV shows. What
video
else was he in?
games. Yeah.
No, I mean mostly for the animation.
In the animation, right?
That's
Right.
what he's mainly known for, I would say. Yeah, he was like an excellent. I mean, such a Batman voice, obviously.
What else did you have, Ian?
Yeah. Gallagher might have been a bit of a yikes individial. Just FYI, I only liked him for the watermelons. Okay.
But do you have he had a bad rep?
I'm sure he had. You know.
He didn't.
His
Skeletons
views
in the
did
closet.
not age well. Yeah.
His views did not.
Oh, I see.
I
see. He was
but
from another era.
He did his thing. He did his
In
thing.
which-
Those were the majority of like the links that I actually had. We do have a game coming up that Evan has put together, and I put together a little thing too.
Well, let's wait a little while for that, right?
Yeah, we'll wait a little while people get in.
So I got we're all doing early Thanksgiving together tomorrow because we are all going in our different directions on the actual holiday.
Wow, that's very early.
But no
Yeah,
turkey,
well, it's the 11th.
no cranberry sauce.
2 weeks ahead. What are you having? Indian food? What are you gonna eat?
No, we're actually going to make a pot roast.
Ooh, I'd like pot roast.
Yeah, me too. I haven't had it in a very long time.
Oh, I know what we were supposed to talk about. Dr. Oz losing.
Yeah, that was like
Yeah, he
that was
lost.
Definitely one on top of my list of like outcomes I was rooting for.
Yeah.
The midterms is Dr. Oz losing. That's all we need is a pseudoscientist like that in the Senate. They have done a lot of damage in the past,
Seems like we still
keep
got
him far
something there.
away from the levers of power.
You can only imagine what a guy like him would have done in the Senate. I mean, first of all, I don't think that a guy like him would have enjoyed the actual work. There could be, you could, if you're a senator, actually work very hard, and be responsible for a lot of stuff. I mean, it depends on the individual, but I just wouldn't imagine that he would throw himself completely into that job.
Who knows?
Yeah. Well, look, it's all speculation.
He just write a book, cash out.
Yeah. Someone asked us to explain Thanksgiving. Jay,
Oh, that's Jay. Jay,
give us the
gather
2
round,
minute
children.
summary.
Jay's
What
tell
is
us the
Thanksgiving?
story of
Thanksgiving. Well, the history of Thanksgiving was essentially like Puritan pilgrims, having a celebratory meal, sharing their resources with American Indians. I'm not exactly sure to what degree it actually happened, and how close. Like, I've seen tons of imagery of like what it was like, and there's always like the same old stuff on the table. But there apparently something along this line did happen. And then now I would say the modern version of it is what is the holiday actually about? And in my opinion, it's about spending time with family, and celebrating in a sense, celebrating the fact that we have, we're lucky enough to have resources like having a large meal. It's like appreciating the fact that we live in a modern world where we have resources at our disposal. I mean, to me,
it's basically evolved into just a very simplistically, it's a holiday where you spend time with your family, you have a big meal, and you're supposed to be thankful for whatever good things are happening in your life, like the people that you love, the people that you're with. That's it. I mean, it's stripped down in most people's minds, I think, from any deep history or that it might have had, but it's like the one holiday that everyone celebrates in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's no religion
Yeah,
nonsense behind
and
it.
it's very food centric, which is
Yeah.
ideal.
And
Did
you know,
it
it's
start as religious and then turned sort of secular after time?
I don't know. I don't know if it
I don't
was.
think it was ever
Thanksgiving's
religious. It was always a
really?
secular holiday. It was
Yeah, I
never
don't think it
religious.
really ever
Sure
had.
about- Well, when it
I
became
mean-
a federal holiday, but the origins of the celebration,
Insofar as
of the
American
day,
mythology is religious.
could have sworn
in a
it
way.
may have had a religious background to it. I mean, what didn't have a religious background to it in the 1700s? Right? I mean, it was
sure.
like,
That's a
how
good
could
point.
it not?
Yeah, but there is no meat. There is no legitimate meat like Thanksgiving compared to other holidays. It doesn't have that, as far as I've ever
No
experienced.
religious overtones.
There is no
Yeah.
religious overtones. There's no music that goes with Thanksgiving. There's nothing that that gets you in the mood of Thanksgiving other than the meal itself, in my opinion, right? There isn't like what
Mhm.
is it going to be like a table setting that has
Well, a cornucopia is kind of very Thanksgiving.
Cornucopia.
Yeah,
It's a harvest festival, basically.
Harvest.
yeah, that's it, Steve. It's a
Yeah.
harvest festival.
Yeah.
That's about as
that's kinda what
close to
it's-
it meaning anything as it is. But I do love the holiday. I do like the vibe that my family has with Thanksgiving. And it totally is a just open up the belt and let yourself go nuts with food.
Yeah.
I never hold myself back when Thanksgiving comes around. That's my time to eat myself into oblivion.
I found one Thanksgiving song. Over the River and Through the Woods is about Thanksgiving.
Bob's going to sing it for us right now.
Bob, go.
I sent you a video of me singing that, so just cue that up.
Okay.
You get it?
Nice out, Bob.
That's-
Nice.
Yeah, I got it.
That is a Thanksgiving song.
There's a lyric in it that says,
Yeah.
hooray for Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, there you
For
go.
this is
Okay.
Thanksgiving Day. Oh, it's the end of the chorus. For this is Thanksgiving Day. So it is like,
All right.
So there you go. There's the
That's a
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving
Isn't
song.
there also for a lot of families an integral part of Thanksgiving is also watching football? I mean, it never was for
Yeah.
us. But that's
Well,
also
yeah,
in
that-
America, it's a big part.
There's a Thanksgiving Day parade.
70s.
oh yeah.
Oh
There's a
yes,
big
that's
parade.
another big thing.
Yeah,
Macy's
there's
Day
a parade, right? Because it's the unofficial start of Christmas
Oh
season.
yeah, the Addams Family song. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I think that every major holiday should have a theme song.
Black Friday.
Mm.
Does
Right,
Halloween
you-
have a theme song?
Well, to me, the Halloween,
Halloween. This is Halloween.
yeah, Halloween music.
There's a lot of them.
I don't know. The Nightmare Before Christmas definitely kind of took over as like the soundtrack to Halloween. As far
That
as
did
I'm
become a
concerned.
big
Mhm.
thing. Yeah.
As it should. As it should.
Yeah, but let's face it, the music from that movie is not very good.
What?
You are full of shit.
Steve, did
Well,
you
here we
just
go.
say that? What the hell
As
are you
music
talking
goes,
about?
it's pretty
You are
mediocre to
nuts.
bad.
You are
Wow.
not.
Steve, that's-
Yeah,
That is
a little
actually a
campy.
pathetic summary of the music of that
The
movie.
Monster
Really?
Mash.
Perfectly
Yeah.
accurate.
It is.
The Monster Mash, right?
It really is. I mean, Jesus Christ, that's your summation of all of the songs that are in that movie. Did you
Yep.
actually watch the movie?
Of course, multiple times. And the music is the
Enough.
worst part of it every
Watch
time.
it 10 more times.
I can't,
Watch
Bob.
it
I
10 more times.
actually cannot comprehend what he's saying.
I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed right now.
Steve, you're disinvited to tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
It's just not that good.
In my opinion, I think it's
Come on.
brilliant. I think the music and the lyrics in that in that
God.
movie are freaking brilliant.
Have you ever just listened to the music, like not while
Many
you're watching
times,
the
yeah.
movie?
Yeah.
Just put on the music
Well,
and listen to it. Oh my
When I'm
god!
working on my Halloween projects, I play that over and over.
Wow. Agreeing to disagree there.
It's like a bad, Broadway play. Oh my God,
Bad enough to win a Tony.
Bob, what are we gonna do about this?
We just gotta just try to forget this, that he said this shit. I
All
mean,
right.
what can we do?
What's this? What's this? That is a. Well, whatever.
Oh, good. Anytime I want
It's
to throw a
campy.
bomb, I'll remember this.
Yeah, it is.
the
it
movie
is a-
itself
it
is fun. It's just the music is not a good part of it.
I can't
Love
understand that.
Bob.
Okay, well,
Oh gosh, I could watch Bob disagree with.
I
Steve all day.
agree with Steve on 99% of what comes out of his mouth, and this is part of that 1%.
Mhm.
But we all agree that the best Thanksgiving television show is the Snoopy Thanksgiving, right? Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I don't even remember that.
Limited sort of
Why do you don't remember
group
it
of
when?
to pick from, but
What happens? I don't even remember what happens.
I don't know. Do you really need me to give you a summary?
Peanuts
of
is
it?
a cartoon where
Wait,
there's all
spoilers. Hold
children,
on,
no
let me put
adults.
spoilers.
It just pales in comparison between the Halloween.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Peanuts
If
and the
you,
Christmas peanuts.
it goes Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving in terms of the Charlie Brown specials. Absolutely.
I see what you're saying.
We're giving spoilers, or was that
Yeah.
okay? No.
Yeah, the
No.
Great
Spoilers.
Pumpkin.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Great Pumpkin. All right, that's it.
I'm sure they have to do their own Thanksgiving because they accidentally invited, Marcy, and they make it out of popcorn and toast.
Right, jelly beans.
Oh,
But at the end, they all get invited to the grandmother's house for Thanksgiving, and then Snoopy pulls out a gorgeous turkey-based Thanksgiving dinner that he had the whole time, and didn't bother to tell anybody.
Okay, I remember.
Just
some
him
of
and
that.
Woodstock.
Yeah, I mean, when I think of Charlie Brown, it's mostly Charlie Brown Christmas, and
Yeah.
that soundtrack is amazing. By the way,
That soundtrack is amazing. Absolutely.
Unlike
that's in my top. Like all the songs in the Charlie Brown Christmas that Vince. How do you pronounce the guy's last name? Girardi.
I think so.
They're
Girardi. I
so
thought it was Girardi. No, whatever.
Girardi.
Maybe it's Girardi. You might. I forget.
Well, anyway, that is such the soundtrack to Christmas for me.
Oh, the piano
Mhm.
playing. I mean, you can play
it's
that all
fantastic.
day. It plays in your head.
But I don't like listening to Christmas music anytime, only between Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's it.
Yeah.
Before Thanksgiving or after Christmas, it just, there's
Oh, it's
something wrong
Giraldi.
about it.
On November
Giraldi,
1st,
that's
though,
it.
Giraldi.
Yep.
the stores blew up with Christmas on November 1st, and it wasn't even
Yeah.
funny.
Not even.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I
like
hate that too.
I scolded Bob back in August for Halloween stuff dominating the store, and I said, Bob, this is your
That's
fault.
fine.
On August 4th, I walk into a store, there's Halloween everywhere. I'm like, what the
That's
hell
totally
is that?
fine because from August 4th, what's in between that date and Halloween? There's
That's
nothing.
a 90-day. That's a quarter of the year build up to the day where at least Christmas is restricted to 30 days. Less than 30 days roughly. 90-day build up. Yeah, really?
No way, dude. I mean, I'm seeing this Christmas shit in stores in
No.
September.
You saw Christmas in September? Yikes!
Like, well,
I gotta stay out of stores.
What's your favorite Christmas song
Uh,
or holiday song? Doesn't have to be Christmas.
I like the Waitress's song, the Christmas Wrappings.
the Drummer
a good one.
Boys. The Drummer Boys, good.
That's always a favorite of mine. But I like White Wine in the song by Tim Minchin. Is my
Yeah, that's a
favorite
good
one.
one.
Oh yeah, yes.
Those
I
Australians.
have to remember that
Yeah.
one.
that's
Summer,
I don't know if I
Christmas.
could pick one. That's tough.
Anything other than the Paul McCartney one that you
Ooh,
hear
that's
on
rough.
repeat
Yeah.
everywhere.
Anybody who wrote a successful Christmas song is making bank, though.
True.
Yeah, there should be some more modern ones. Even that Mariah Carey. Oh gosh, that song.
You like that song?
I don't even.
Yeah,
Oh gosh,
It's a little grating, but
it
it's
is.
pretty.
Whoa.
You can't get
Yeah,
away from
it's
it. If you
everywhere.
play,
You
if
can't
you
get
play,
I know it's.
you play like a Christmas
Mariah
mix,
Carey a little
it's gonna
grating.
be. You're gonna hear her.
I'm an
on-
I'm an advocate for every other year Christmas. I mean, it really. I don't know. I think it would put something maybe back into the special feeling that some people
Yeah, I mean,
get
year-round
about it, right?
Halloween.
Doesn't it seem just like, oh my gosh, here we're going again? I don't know if I'm just getting old and curmudgeony. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'll
I
grant
think
that.
that's
That
it.
could definitely be.
Yeah.
I'll grant that.
As we get
But,
older, though, the
come
years
on,
go.
I mean,
a year goes
every
by
year.
fast. It goes by very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
Like-
some people didn't even never put their Christmas ornaments and stuff away, or their lights or anything.
I always feel like in the past 10 years of my life, I always feel when I'm setting up and tearing down all the Christmas decorations that I'm always doing it. just like, oh, I'm still doing this. It's like a continuation from last year.
If we were to adopt the Mars calendar, which is what 787 days, roughly,
Mhm.
that would be great. That would help a
Mm.
lot of things. I think you know, it would make those occasions more special, right?
Yeah.
So we should just slow down the orbit of the Earth so that we can accomplish
No,
that.
we just adopt to Mars's.
Oh, we just double it.
No problem.
Oh, that's no fun.
But when you have kids,
87.
it's
It's 687.
I
Oh,
love
687.
Christmas with my family because
Thanks,
my
Steve.
kids. It's so much fun to be around them during the holiday, like because
Yeah.
I can
Yes,
feel
it's
their.
definitely if they're children, and yes, it is a young person's
But
festivity.
even
no
with
doubt
older
about it.
children, you get back together. Just getting the family back together for Christmas.
That's right. Hey, I haven't seen
very
you since
special.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
No, I get it. You
Well,
know,
then we're saying the thing is
generations
that-
come together.
Well, we
and
generally do
all
like
good.
you know when we're married is like you spend one of those two holidays with one of your in-laws and the other one with the other in-laws. You know,
Yeah.
so you need two big holidays in the winter to do that. Right.
Quite right. And then it's tax season for me, so I go to work
Yeah.
pretty much right after.
Right
all
after.
that.
Oh my God, Ev, you must dread that coming up.
Hey, it's seasonal work. What are you gonna do? It's what I chose. It's how I chose to make my living.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to do
Make
the
your
quiz
choices.
now? Do you want to do the? I'm curious
do
about how
Evans?
this is going to work.
Want to do the game?
So yeah, this one's a little more complicated. So we're going to be testing out a little bit of our BVZ software, but also using Evan's Jeopardy quiz.
Yeah.
So
Which
we're
I
let's
organized
roll
into an
it.
actual Jeopardy board for everyone. So instead
That's
of me
right.
just talking and Steve, Bob, and Jay, the three contestants, just playing. And of course, you too can play along at home. I'm not going to be keeping score for anyone. So if you'd like to keep your own score and let us know how you did, feel free. But it's not going to be incumbent on me to do so. I will just be giving you the questions and you'll be giving me the answers, or vice versa, however you want to handle it.
So the Rogues have a little drawing applet that we made for BVZ on their phone, and it will allow us to draw their answers, much like Jeopardy does during that. What part did they do with the right?
Daily
Final
Double.
Jeopardy.
Oh,
Final Jeopardy is
Yeah,
when
sorry,
they
okay.
do that. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
going to be a little different than
A little bit different.
Jeopardy
let's-
otherwise.
Let's start here. So Evan, take it away.
Okay. So let me explain how I came up with these categories. And as I've explained in the past, what I do each week when we play out over at my other podcast, Which Game First, a board game podcast, on Monday evenings at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. You too can join us and tune in for that. We play a live board game. And during the course of the game, I also have trivia, which I happen to organize in the form of Jeopardy style. And I play with the audience. So this was the game from this past Mondays. And I try to base it on the theme of the game. The game we played was called Equinox. So I came up with categories, well, sort of related to either the game or Equinox or something like it. Our four categories are, in fact, Equinox, followed by Solstice, and then animals, because the animals are a big part of the game. And the last category is called Gallimaufry, which means, a random jumbled assortment of stuff.
Okay.
Fourth category is always just can be anything, but it's random. But the other three categories are specifically what they say they are. And of course, I don't think I have to explain how Jeopardy works.
No, we got
Guys,
it.
do you have any questions before we begin?
Equinox for 200.
Equinox for 200.
All right, so you go first. All right.
The official the official name of the fall
Autumnal
Equinox.
equinox.
Now,
Bling,
what are you
bling,
gonna do? You're
bling,
having everyone write it
bling,
down,
bling,
is that
bling.
right?
Yeah, so now there's a little quadrant thing. You guys write down your answer for the official name of fall equinox, and then I'll reveal it. You got until I stop singing. Bling,
Right.
bling, 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 bling. Bling, 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 bling.
My
Okay,
favorite Christmas song.
everybody good? Okay, let's reveal what Bob has. His answer was autumnal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Steve's answer was autumn. Okay, it went
Yeah, that'll
sideways
work.
again. Autumnal. And
Ready,
Jay's.
here we go.
Oof. Okay, very good.
Oh, you
Thank
misspelled
Jay.
Bob
He
there.
said- yeah, Bob's. He said Bob's, and I tried to draw a watermelon. So
And of course, the answer
Yellow
is
though. That's a lemon. That's not a watermelon.
it's a water lemon.
So
What is it? It's autumnal. So
It
you
is
got it.
autumnal.
Hooray!
Did
I'll
you
show
write
that.
autumn or did you write autumnal?
All right. Autumnal for 400.
Well, it's, Bob had a question. Did you write autumnal or did you write
Or autumn.
Autumnal.
Okay.
Yeah, he wrote. It was in portrait, I think, right?
In this
Yeah.
style that we're doing, Ian, and I get it. We're testing out the writing palette that you came up with, which is
I
really cool.
made it go. I made it rotate. It should work this time.
Yeah, sure.
My daughter's name is Autumn, and we call her the autumnal one.
Well, that makes all the sense in the world.
Of course.
The way Jeopardy is normally played is the person who answers correctly first is the one who gets to choose the next category. I
true.
suppose we'll just kind of throw it around and spread it out a little
Yeah,
bit.
just
Bob, do
do
you have any
a little bit
objections to Equinox for 400?
No. No.
The official name of the spring equinox. Write it down.
Ring.
Yeah.
Bling 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 bling. Boo, 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 do, 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 do. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Sam got it
1.
right. Bill got it right. Grimbeard got it right. Dave got it right. Jim got it right.
We'll go in reverse order. March. Okay. Vernal.
Why am I
from
writing
Steve.
sideways again, Evan?
I don't know. Maybe try to
No, don't ask me. This
refresh
is
it.
Ian. I
Refresh
only
it,
come
maybe?
up with the Jeopardy part of this.
I don't know. It's something with.
Guess I'll just
Vernal.
do it
phone.
in portrait mode.
Hey, you Vern.
Yeah, I could.
Yay,
If
Vern.
you do it in portrait
Every-
mode, try it and see if it works.
Everyone who said Vernal is in fact
Yeah.
correct.
Vernal.
The other thing is we could watch them write it and see who writes it first.
We could
That
do
might be
that.
funny.
I don't
Okay,
know
let's go for the
anything
next
about
one.
the equinox. Is right? Is that the right way to say it? Equinoxes.
Equinox.
Yeah.
Bob, I'm going to give you the board now.
Let's keep going. 600. Jay, it's when the days are. Well, let's wait.
The
I
word
know that.
equinox-
I'm just saying I don't know. Like I couldn't name them or anything.
The word equinox is derived from these two words.
Sorry.
Aha. You have
Looks
to know
like-
your got to know your Latin a little bit on this one. Steve got it right.
Steve got it right, I think, first.
And then plenty of people. Equal night.
And
Kenny
Jay
got it
is
right.
copying him.
MPH 49 got it right. Nora got it right. This is my chance to
Equal.
shout out everyone's name.
Jay drew a smiley face, so that works. Too.
Equal
and night.
Very good. All right, Steve, you control the board.
800.
This always falls on the first Sunday after the first full moon after the spring equinox. What say you? Let's see the answers. What is everyone writing?
Let's see what they're writing. Blood.
Blood moon, the blood of Alan.
Easter? People are saying Easter in the chat.
Oh man,
And there
it's
are a lot
some.
of Easter. Sam, Rick, Clinton.
Yeah, it could be Easter.
Nora, Jim, Tim. Hi, Tim. Hey, Charlie. What's up, Charlie?
Charlie.
Pre-Halloween.
Halloween, Bob. Every day is pre-Halloween until Halloween, and Easter is in fact the correct answer. Ishtar. Yeah, no,
Ishtar.
don't think so, Alessandra. All right, Steve, you want it? This classic rock band from Chicago released an album titled Equinox in 1975.
Damn. That I that rings a bell.
Ring the bell. Let's see. Kenny says Chicago. No, it wasn't the band Chicago. Evil Critters, Chicago. Great. Everyone's see, I tricked everyone with this one. They're from Chicago.
I don't know.
Ramstein. I love it. Rhett. Oh, this is fun, these answers. So far, one person I'm seeing got it right. Bill Smith, you're good. And everyone is incorrect. The correct answer is, in fact, Styx. S-T-Y.
Nice.
I thought you wrote Mammoth Papas. I was like, what is
Mammoth
that?
Papas.
All right,
There's
let's keep
Styx.
going. Jay, you haven't given us anything yet. What do you want?
I want animals for 200, please.
Animalcules for 200. Baba,
Do
have
this.
you
No, it
any
doesn't really
wool?
work.
Okay.
What are people saying?
Different layouts.
Ian's playing right now. Jay says sheep. Steve says black sheep. It is in fact black sheep. Yep, black sheep is
There
how
you
the
go.
nursery rhyme goes. Ian knows this.
Mm-hmm.
As a 2-year-old at home.
That's right.
So I get nothing, even though I said sheep.
Black sheep. Have you?
Sorry,
Any
Jay. The correct answer is black sheep.
Okay.
So Steve, you control.
400.
400.
The name of the first successfully cloned animal.
Ooh. You gotta
Yes.
hide these ones this
We don't
time.
get that. That's a problem.
No, that was
See it. Gotta hide it. Let's see.
damn.
I remember it.
Oh, you're doing the hide and reveal?
Yeah, just for this one.
Lots of correct answers in the chat. Phil, too many
Chat
coming
knows it.
in. Everybody, everyone's getting
Yeah,
this
that's right.
right.
Oh, that's reveal.
We're on science,
Okay.
all of a
Maybe I
sudden.
should just reveal it really quick.
Everyone says Dolly. It is
Dolly.
Dolly the sheep. Correct.
Everybody got it.
Absolutely.
That was
Somebody
pretty
said Django Fett.
good. If only.
You take it.
Let's do animals for 1,000.
Animals for 1,000. The last animal in the English dictionary. Good luck.
A zog. Is it really a zog? No, wait, hold on.
Let's see.
Zope. A zygote.
Hopefully, it's.
Interesting,
I
Bob.
think it's an animal. At least I think it's an animal. I hope I don't get chastised for this one. But I remember looking it up.
Well,
What?
Zygote, zebras. No, none of those. So it's the Ziziva. Zyzzyva,
Wow.
which is a weevil. Now, is a weevil an animal? I think
yeah,
so.
it's an
Okay.
insect,
Yeah.
but the insects are animals.
Yep. So there it is. That's a tough one. That's a very tough one right there.
It's wild.
It's a
ZZ Chipmunk.
Chipmunk.
lesser
This is a
weevil.
This is
chipmunk.
Chipmunk.
Okay.
Sleeping chipmunk.
Where are we going
Okay.
next, Bob?
Okay.
Let's do Gallimaufry for 600.
Nice. Gallimaufry for 600.
600.
On a map, it looks like a big star and shows north, south, east, and west.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the
Yeah.
Oh, I know
It
that.
has a
yeah.
name.
Oh,
Mhm.
God.
Okay, it has a name. And
Um,
partial
I think
answer
It's pretty
is not
straightforward,
correct.
isn't it?
Bill
It's not that
Smith,
complicated,
yes.
is it?
Kenny.
I'm gonna even write it.
Yes.
Let's see.
Monica, almost. Clinton, almost. Evil Critter, yes. Greg, yes, you got right. Answers?
Oh, answers. There we go.
We have Cardinal. Bob, is that what you wrote?
Yeah.
The
Compass.
cardinal directions.
Cardinal directions.
Oh, Steve said compass cross, which is interesting, but it's actually a compass,
Compass
rose.
rose, yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh,
anyone who
okay.
said compass rose.
I knew it was a
I
compass
wonder why it's
something.
called that.
Yeah.
But aren't the cardinal
Kind
directions
of flowery.
Yes.
south, east, west?
Mm-hmm.
That's correct.
Yes. Yep. But specifically
Part of
on a map, that thing is called a cardinal rose.
Compass
Bob, you go.
rose.
But I got the closest, so let's do 1,000 Gallimaufry.
Gallimaufry for 1,000. Fuddy Duddy, Pooper Scooper, and Voodoo are these types of words.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, these are thousands. There's a lot of, we're not kidding around here. It gets harder. Let's see what we've got. Ooh,
Mm.
chat has
Interesting.
gone silent.
I've never heard
That's-
of what that's called.
Yeah, it's got to be that it
I put a similar
Portmanteau.
word.
Rhymes?
no.
I know I'm
Song
wrong,
numbers, no.
but it was the closest I can get.
Okay, let's see. What is that? Onomatopoeia? Is that what you
Yeah.
No.
That's like
Oh,
bang,
okay.
crab.
Jay says moo. Steve's blank.
That's the sound your mother made last night, Trebek.
I knew it,
Jim
Jay.
Leonardson,
I knew it.
rhyming. Yeah.
use
Jim
my
Leonardson
handwriting.
is closest. They are rhyming compounds.
Oh, I said
Rhyming
rhymophone. Come on.
Oh, rhyming
Rhymophone counts.
compounds. Who the hell
Rhyming
knows
compounds.
that?
Rhymophone
Any-
counts.
All right, Jay, why don't you take one of these?
All right, I'm going to take,
Like literally what it is.
I'll take animals for 800.
Animals for 800. All great apes lack one of these.
Well, they lack a lot of things, but I'm assuming you
Okay,
mean
well.
among primates. They lack horns.
Mm-hmm.
They
Well, it
lack
looks like
pouches.
the chat's all getting it right. Yeah, everyone's coming in.
They lack
Correct.
scales. They lack
Mhm.
feathers,
Mm-hmm.
but they do lack.
But they do lack tails.
Yes.
And you're right. I suppose it is a bit open-ended. A car. Good.
I wrote a car too, and then I changed
And
it.
If you said among primates, then it would have been unambiguous.
Understood. Okay, good to
There's
know
an
for next-
unlimited
for next
number of
time.
funny
Yeah.
answers to that question.
That was
A
implied.
sense of humor.
All right, Steve, you take it.
We clear the thing. We'll finish off animals for 600.
One type of this small North American mammal has a star nose.
Ooh, I know. Ooh, I
Oh,
know.
God, I know that. I know.
I
I
know.
can picture it. I just can't. What the
I
hell is it
know it's
called?
got that star nose. And
Wait, how do you spell it?
see it.
Am I correct here?
Oh yes, lots of correct answers in the chat. Joe Green, John Norm, Tim Smith, calling
Look,
all
I'm
your
dr-
names out.
I'm
Loving it.
drawing on a computer. It's bad.
Dean Baird.
And
Oh.
Chiche.
Yes,
Wait, don't it-
Steve's
Maybe
right.
it's
Apparently
not.
Ian is
Actually, maybe
tripping.
it's not. I don't think so.
It's a
Maybe
mole.
Steve's right.
Echidna?
It's a
Is
mole.
that what you mean?
It's not an
Moldy,
echidna.
moldy, moldy.
Echidnas don't have star noses. I
Echidnas
guess
are
they
in
don't.
South or in Australia, not
Oh.
North America.
You're right.
There you go. Hence North
Wait,
America.
they
Very
are?
good, Steve.
What? How did
All right, Steve.
Sonic meet up with Knuckles?
This is a
Okay,
tough.
well.
This is a tough game, man.
I'll
Well,
Oh, I know. Echidnas have 4. Never mind.
the sneak.
Snitches.
Ian, clear the
Sneesh.
thing. Let's do Solstice for 200.
200.
200, the name of the 2 solstices. There you go. See, they're not all that hard. Steve's writing. Jay's writing. Oh, looks like Jay's going to win. Get it?
Done.
Jay got it first. Summer and winter. Yes, of course.
Bob's doing shorthand.
Indeed. Okay,
Summer
oh,
and
because I
Winnie
didn't do
the
the
Pooh.
answer. That's why. Okay. Very good, Jay. You take
I'm
it.
on the board. I'm on the board. I will take Solstice for 400.
Solstice for 400. The 2 solstices occur, or I should say occur or occurs. The 2 solstices occur when the sun's apparent path is farthest north or farthest south from this. Hopefully that's not too difficult for folks. Bill, you're right. Sam, right. Painter, 3D, yes. Canadian Space Advocate, absolutely. Everyone who said equator is
Oh,
correct.
okay. Mm-hmm.
It is the
Yay.
equator. All right, Jay, you take it.
I certainly will. I will take Solstice for 1,000.
Ooh, here we go. Solstice is the name of a comic book hero who made her 2010 debut in this comic book series. Give us the series, the comic book series.
2010, huh?
Let's see what we've got. The death of Superman.
Ooh.
Interesting, Bob.
Interesting.
Clever. Steve, what'd you write there?
Guardians of the Galaxy. Just a guess. I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, it,
Jay's writing Dr. Underwear. Oh, Dr. Underpants. Nope. And Ian, you wrote
I
Spawn.
wrote Spawn. Yeah, I'm just being a meme.
The-
I don't
Nope,
know.
I'm not seeing it in the chat either. Nobody got it. It is Teen Titans.
Oh, who knew
Teen
that?
Titans?
Teen Titans. Yeah, hey, it's not easy coming up with Solstice trivia, you know.
Somebody wrote Lord of the Blings, and now I want to see that movie.
All right, we got 5 left, Jay. What do you want?
I'm writing with my finger on a phone, by the way.
I'm going to
Yeah.
do Solstice
Dr.
for 600.
Handwriting. Come on.
I hear you. You want
Yeah, I'm
Solstice
doing it
for
with a
what?
mouse, and it's
600,
terrible.
please. 600.
Observers north of this line of latitude will either see 0 or 24 hours of sunlight during a solstice.
Oh, come on.
North of this line of latitude.
North.
MPH 49, correct. Canadian Space Advocate, not quite close, but Sam's right, Clinton's right, Matt Bishop's right,
I got it right.
Kenny Haberman right. Anyone say Arctic Circle?
Arctic Circle.
Arctic
Very
Circle.
good,
Steve got it.
Steve. Way to nail it.
I didn't know that was an actual designation. I guess that makes
You want
sense.
to close out Solstice?
Sure.
Yes.
The word solstice comes from the Latin word solstitium, meaning this. Bob, I love it. I liked your drawing of the globe with the Arctic Circle and the Antarctic Circle. Long day, says Bob. Nope. 2 says Jay. Nope. Ooh, yeah, we got some correct answers in the chat. Bill Smith, stand still is part of it. Odysseus says standing sun. That's also part of it.
Evan, say Kenny. Say this dude right here. It's gonna freak out.
I don't know.
It's gonna freak
Sun,
out.
It is sun stand still. Very good, Philip Palmer. Very good.
Nice. Stand still.
Sun stand still. Visto
So-
tutti. Got it. Stand still,
Yes.
sun. But
Okay.
yes, essentially the same thing.
Yeah, sun
All right,
stands
guys.
still.
3 more. Galima free.
200.
200. A flash animation that consists of a dancing banana character and this song.
Oh.
Got it.
No,
You got it,
come
Jay?
on. He's doing with his finger.
Yeah,
No, I
Jay,
read
you
it already.
got it. Bob doesn't
PB
care.
jelly and a clock. PB jelly and a clock counts.
All
Peanut
right,
butter
you can-
jelly
I'll give
time.
it. I'll give it to
Peanut
you.
butter
No,
jelly
Peanut butter
time.
jelly time.
With a
You can
baseball
give it
bat.
Bob. Exactly. You and I are too old to
care.
care about these things.
That's why I gave Bob the boomer color. I put
No
Bob
doubt
in the
about it.
boomer
All
spot.
right, 2 more.
All right,
400.
Steve. 400. All right. Board games are built upon 3 core elements: mechanics, theme, and this. Had to throw
Interesting.
one board game trivia in there.
Gameplay.
Gameplay. Incorrect for Steve. That's a good guess, though. Getting your money. Not exactly. Cardboard.
cheating?
You're kind of on the right track, Jay. It is. Let's see if anyone else got it in the chat here.
Mechanics,
Conflict, arguing,
themes,
chance, revenge,
physical board.
objectives, victory,
Objectives.
condition, players, ennui, vengeance, randomness. Not really. It is the components, the components
Ah, I was
of the
close.
game. But you were pretty close, Jay.
Good engineering.
So therefore, Jay, you control the board. Oh, and you got one left.
I'll take it.
The teeth of a zipper are also known as these.
Heath.
I actually knew this answer
Choose
once.
this
I
is-
knew this. I
choose
knew
this
what
is-
this was. I knew it.
Did Bob get it already?
No, I don't think so. I think that's a fork. The fork components.
Oh,
I
Kenny
know, I'm
Haberman,
just-
that is an interesting fact.
Tines.
Just make
Times, that's
Interesting.
those
I
are
didn't
great
know it.
guesses. Yeah, I think I would have guessed that as well, but I like you would be wrong.
Zippadoodles. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, okay.
Zippity doo.
That was close. I
Zippity
was scared for a second, Jay.
Element.
Yeah.
Ian.
That belly
Called
button. What
elements.
is happening? I hope that's a belly button.
No zipper experts
Elements.
out there.
Oh, sorry.
Grabby parts.
Oh, there's a
Crenellations,
belt.
That's unimaginative.
All right, guys, and that is this week's Jeopardy. Thank you so much
Good job,
for playing.
Steve.
Hey, good job.
So Ian,
Yeah.
before we get rid of the game
Alvin.
board, let's have the
Oh.
audience, let's have the chat tell us what they want us to draw, and we have to pick one, and then we all have to draw it.
Oh,
Ooh.
do it. Yeah.
And then they have to get. You have to guess amongst yourselves.
Oh, it's gonna
You're
be like
saying?
almost. a
All right. Well,
Pictionary.
Ian, why don't you text us?
You're welcome.
Text
everyone.
us a noun, and we have to draw it, and then everybody
Give me
has to
some
get-
suggestions, chat, and I'll text. I'll text all.
You're
of
going to
them.
put it in the private chat, Ian?
Oh yeah, I'll put it in the private chat. That way it just pops up.
Yeah, Bob and
just-
Steve
I'll-
don't read the chat, and Evan don't read the chat.
Don't
Okay.
read the, yeah.
Don't read the
We'll
live
just,
chat.
we'll just draw what it says.
Yeah, so Ian's gonna put it in our private chat, and then we got to draw it, and then
Well, it's gonna pop up for everybody if I do it.
no,
So
put it
I'll
in our
just-
private chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that chat.
Okay. I'll do that.
The chat where we swear at each other.
Let
Nobody
me
can
see if
see
I
it.
can find a good one. Let me find a good one. Okay.
I'm not on the app, by the way, right now, so I'll let you guys. Maybe I'll be the judge. I'll judge.
I could also just pick like a random generated word, noun, whatever. Let me see if I can find something to do that.
My drink is empty. Anyone?
Yeah.
Waiter. It's like that game that that party game. Was it? You don't know that party.
You don't know what I'm doing?
doing. Jay.
Charlie.
Charlie.
Right in my finger. Did chat get it? I think. Yep. I think people got it. Teen Titans. Okay. I should probably do something that's not. Okay, I got another one. I'll just pick the word, and that way chat has to guess, and whoever
Well, who
gets
won?
the first one. What do you mean?
Oh, Steve cleared his.
Clothes are nice.
Oh,
We're
well,
doing a new one.
It was like you all saw. Y'all know what it was. So we'll make
I saw
chat
what it was.
guess. We'll make chat guess. How about that?
Okay.
all right.
I
Yeah.
thought
that
that's what
way-
the point was. The chat was guessing.
Yeah, but I picked it from chat, so I think chat kind of saw it. They were
Oh, I
two
see.
watermelons. Here's another one.
All right. Fresh one. That was a practice one. That was for real.
Yeah, the practice one.
This one's for real.
This
all the
one's
marbles.
for the marbles.
Really? Okay. All right, guys.
Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Oh boy, what do we got? We've got. Let's see what's coming through on the chat. Brandon says duck. Can I call them out? Is that okay?
Ostrich. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, call whoever.
Noah says
Whoever you
duck.
see says it first.
Kenny ostrich.
Bird.
Marty,
Bird is a little
turkey.
too turkey. Everybody's in the mood for Thanksgiving, but you're wrong.
David says duck.
Oh wait,
Terraskull says
John got it.
turkey.
yeah. Did John get it? Where's John?
I'm
Yeah,
looking for
John got it.
Although I think somebody said Easter.
It's scrolling
chicken,
too
but whatever.
fast.
It's hard.
Oh,
it's
John, here
hard
it
to
is.
draw a chicken
There
and
it is.
not have
Howard
it
the
come out like a
Duck.
duck.
Very good, John. Very good.
It
Okay,
needs to have more femininity to it, I suppose, to be a chicken.
let's see how you do with this one.
Oh.
Yeah. Right?
Oh, that clever.
Bob.
Some clever.
Bob.
I mean, you know. Yeah.
Bob is metagaming. Oh, so is Jay. They're both metagaming.
Oh, I see what Jay's doing.
Wow. Okay. That's pretty good.
That's good, Bob. I like that. I like where Jay's going too.
I'll say it's a homonym, everybody. It's a homonym, right? Is that what it is?
Well,
to what
Bob is doing, yes.
On my phone. Do what Bob and Jay are doing. Steve is more on the money.
Let's see what we got here. Oh, we got all these answers pouring in. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, if spelling doesn't count, then I think Catherine got it right first.
Yeah.
Because Catherine went with what Bob
Here,
drew.
it's something Evan does. Chip just got it. Chip
Bob,
just
yours
got
is
it.
Yeah,
good.
okay. Stephen
got it.
Daly said tax time, so
Stephen
I think
Daly. Oh, tax time. Okay,
And-
tax time
yeah.
counts too. Very good, y'all. That was funny.
good.
I was hoping somebody was going to say caltrips.
That's a hard one. That's
Yeah.
because tax is a
Okay.
concept. You know?
Yeah, it is, but
I mean, it's also a thing, but it's hard to sort of.
this one's a little more complicated. Requires a little more.
Okay. I got
You know
this.
what I mean?
Very autistic. Oh boy. Let's see. Rhett is yelling at us. I did say that.
You did. Okay,
Got
Rhett.
you. We got
Okay,
you, Rhett.
Rhett. There. You happy?
If that is
There.
your name. Rhett got on the board.
Playground. A lot of people are
Yeah,
into
yeah, there it
playground.
is. Playground. I'm
I
seeing
can't
Playground.
see
Bill
who did it
Smith,
first.
Maybe.
Maybe
Bird.
Rustlanoid said first. I think Rustlanoid might have said it.
It's
There
it's
you
really
go.
hard to write with your finger, man.
It's a
Oh,
good
it's awful.
slide.
Oh, yeah,
Slide,
Rustlanoid, yeah.
Jay.
Yeah. You really got to have a pen or something.
Imagine if all you had was a cave wall and ox blood. I
A
mean,
cave
imagine
wall.
trying to draw that way.
Okay, here we go. Now, how about that?
Okay.
Now we're
This one's
getting
tough.
fancy.
Oh boy.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus. No problem, Kenny.
It's actually the title of a song that my daughter Rachel, from a band that my daughter Rachel likes, and I actually like them too. Guys, it's not bad. I'm
pretty good.
actually
People are
I'm
doing
actually
good.
impressed because it's not easy.
Yeah,
And you guys aren't, are
it
making
is a concept
you're
to a
actually
degree.
and you're actually drawing things that have, structure to them instead
Yeah.
of like what the absolute hell is going on.
It might not just be the thing in the place, but
It's
it
the
might
thing
be
that's
the
happening. What's
action.
happening in
Yes.
these
Yeah,
pictures?
it's the
Somebody said on trial. I think
All
that
right,
counts.
that's
okay,
good
give him
enough.
that.
Carl,
Yeah, give him that
good job.
trial.
You see what I did
Jay,
there?
go. You got the defendant, you've got the prosecutor there, you got everything but the bailiff and the stenographer. I mean,
Try
Yeah,
this
but
one now.
Jay.
I did the judge. I did Judge
Oh,
Judy
Bob.
with her little thing around her neck.
Oh,
The
yeah,
doily,
yeah.
is that what it's called?
Cowl?
The ascot?
Probably a
What do
cowl.
they-
Which one is Alex Smith? Okay, I
That's
put a
good,
new one
Bob.
in. Go ahead.
Bob,
Good
very
luck with
good.
that.
Oh,
boy,
my
this one's
gosh.
tough.
Ian, what are you
Oh,
doing?
boy.
to these people? Are you just trying to test their patience? Is that what this is?
Basically, just make them procedurally,
Gosh, it's crazy.
harder, and then they'll just be like, "Please stop this."
That's crazy.
Oh boy.
It's not my
This
cousin
one.
Vinny. It's not my cousin Vinny. Oh, Jay's doing
You know,
pretty
we
good.
were talking about on the Skeptic's Guide recently about how there
Mhm.
should be more games and things incorporated in education. Steve, remember that?
Yeah.
Does this count?
That they make good learning tools. Wow. Go, Bob.
Oh, okay.
Jay, look at you. Holy moly. Wow.
Okay. It's not a one word answer. It's a several word answer.
It's a descriptive
description.
sentence.
I'll give you. It's like 4 nouns, 4 adjectives. No, sorry, 2 nouns and 2 adjectives per noun. Whatever. Does that make sense? It's a thing with a thing. Squirrel nut zipper. Close. People got squirrel. It's a squirrel.
Marmot.
Somebody said gophers
Marmot.
with fucking lasers.
Squirrel.
Yeah, that's pretty damn close.
Okay, squirrel cowboy is close. Squirrel with laser
yeah.
beam is close. Now put them together. It's a squirrel with a laser. Squirrel with a laser beam attached to its head. Yeah, but where's the hat?
Oh,
Y'all are
yeah.
missing the hat.
I got the hat, man.
Yeah.
Squirrel
Dude,
detective.
And that is a cowboy hat, Bob.
Laser cowboy squirrel.
There you go. Good job.
That's
That
as
is
close
a-
as we're getting.
What's that brand of cowboy hat that's popular in Texas?
Okay.
I owned a cowboy hat once.
All right, one more, then we'll do some questions.
You want it? Okay.
Texas once.
Hmm.
This version of Dali is
And here we go.
Grim beer.
This one's gonna be weird. I don't know. Here we go. We'll go back to classic. Good luck.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, right.
Oh
That-
gosh.
That's kind of weird.
How you gonna do that?
Yeah,
Nobody knows what that is.
they know. It's you might have to. Yeah,
You have
you
to
might have to
embellish your
deconstruct it.
drawings.
yeah. You might have to deconstruct it. It gets difficult. Oh, Bob.
Cthulhu. Yeah, Bob.
Bob
Very
is
good.
doing
I'm
good.
kind of stuck.
Yeah. Separate it. You know what I mean? Do the
Yeah,
compound. You know what I mean? Candle, baking, cow eating grass, beer. No. Look at Bob's.
Hmm.
Okay. And look at Steve's. Steve's got it kind of
Whoops.
right on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
could be a
Punch
couple
bowls. Yeah, it might be a bowl. You know what I mean? Sippy cup.
Oh, wobbly horse got part of it.
Okay. Yeah, I need to see. It's one word, just so you know. It's one word. Okay.
Jay.
No. It's Bob is really embellishing it. He's Bob.
There you go.
Eggnog.
Eileen T.
Oh wait,
Eileen
Eileen
T.
T. Yeah, Eileen T got it first.
Eggnog.
Good job.
Got it.
Although that's 2 words technically, so you got it semi wrong. So we'll
Is
also
it?
give it to Tim.
Somebody
No.
said water bong.
Egg and noggin. I thought of doing that too, Jay.
Yeah, eggnog. Very good. Well, so the system kind of works.
It's
You know,
fun.
trying. It's
I
fun.
mean, yeah, it's not. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
built it ourselves.
I
It
need
did
a
not fail.
stylus.
Yeah, that would be. We'll have to make a
hairstylist.
BVZ stylus.
Good
Anyway,
job, Ian.
yeah, cool.
Or connect to my iPad would be easier.
Oh, yeah.
So in the Discord chat for one of our patrons, Sweet Beebles, must have gone over to the what's the because that program where you type in the words and it creates the picture.
Oh, do you
And he
tell
put in
us
the
or
squirrel with the
mention?
laser and the cowboy.
Oh yeah,
Came
where
out
is?
pretty
Oh, it's
darn
in
good.
Discord.
Yeah, it's in Discord
Let
under
me find
the
it.
live stream.
Oh,
Yeah,
live
very good,
stream.
Sweet Beebles. That looks good.
Oh wow,
Isn't that good? You
it's
gonna put it
actually
up?
pretty good. Yeah, let me
Grab it.
put that in the downloads, and then I'll put it to the image, and then I'll do the thing.
Games are fun.
Keep talking
Loving
if
the
you
games.
have anything.
I think it would be a lot of fun if everybody that watches the live stream came to an event that we had where we all socialize.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh! I mean, if you
There you
haven't
go.
been to one of our extravaganzas or one of our, even our private shows, that
Always
games
score with laser.
are a key component to those shows that we put on, and often with audience interaction. It's some of the best stuff, most fun we have. Absolutely.
Who did that? Did you do that, Ian?
No, somebody in the Discord just did it real quick. Cowboy laser
They
squirrel.
throw that into Dolly or Midjourney.
Probably Midjourney,
Yeah.
I think.
That's awesome.
Who did that? Shout out to Sweet
Very
Beebles.
good. Very good.
Good job.
Watch it go
All right.
viral.
Any questions?
The Discord is for patrons, everybody.
plenty.
So if you are a patron on Patreon, you can connect it, and then you can get into the Discord. So please become a patron if you so
Yeah.
wish.
A world tour would be cool.
Rogue question: if you could learn any skill, what would it be?
Ooh.
Assuming you don't already have it.
I assume you mean just like magically have the skill without having to go through 20,000 hours of practicing.
I know kung fu.
You mean like brain surgery kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, Matrix style.
A skill.
Gosh, hard to
Any-
determine.
I mean, I might pick playing the piano.
Yeah, I think playing a musical instrument is always a good one.
An advanced level of computer programming for me, something totally out of my
Yeah, that would
ballpark.
suck.
I mean, that would be future proof in a way.
Yeah, that's true.
Definitely.
Okay,
Was that
let's
C++ or basic ASCII? What is it?
Midjourney, Cowboy Lasers. Those are good too.
I would like
Check
to be
out
able
the
to
Discord,
fly
everybody.
fighter jets.
Oh, but how would you get the fighter jet?
Well, we'll worry about that later.
That's the pro. Okay,
Become an expert on thorium reactors so I can finally get one built and save this planet. How's that?
Yeah.
a skill?
This is an old one. I'm not sure what this is about. Specifically, is there any conceivable tech that could stop Chinese rockets from landing on people? I'm not sure if that's like space-faring rockets or
Oh, you mean like
intent to kill you.
like deorbiting parts of rockets that they sent up and keep them from.
Probably.
I mean, it's, if you can include with a rocket, the fuel and the programming to deorbit itself, after it releases its payload, and you could deorbit it into the middle of the Pacific Ocean. So
But
that
that takes-
already exists. That technology
It
already
takes
exists. It's just,
desire.
it's just got to do it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But assuming it was not done, I guess might have been the question. Like, is there a way to mitigate destruction?
I don't know if
An
like
obelisk
countermeasure.
with force beam.
Yeah.
I mean, we have stuff that could shoot down missiles, but I don't know if that would be.
Eh,
Yeah,
not ideal, right?
You're just going to blow it up and do a bunch of smaller pieces.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Probably
What we need is smart material that knows how to disassemble itself once it's used and break itself down into its atoms. How's
Yeah.
That would be nice.
that? Bob, you good with that?
Bob, get on that.
Yeah, just hope it doesn't artificially. It happened not when you don't want it to happen.
Mm.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it'd be dumb material.
on the way up.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's like, okay, it's time to.
We just put a bunch of atoms into orbit. Awesome.
That's what we do, anyways.
Somebody was asking
Associated
when are we going to get Tim Minchin on again? Not sure.
Yeah, we could ask Tim to come back
Let me
on.
text him.
My favorite memory is that when he was on the 24-hour show in 2012, and he said I was his favorite.
2011.
Mhm.
That's my memory anyway.
So, yeah.
Lexi
gosh.
B says, "What's the best place to buy the first book in terms of the most benefit to the SGU?"
I don't think it matters, to be honest with
Yeah.
you, at this point. Just wherever you can get it. In
Wherever you can get it.
general, if you're talking about like ranking or whatever, it's always better to buy books at indie bookstores. That counts more than like Amazon or a big box
Yeah.
store or whatever.
Yeah.
But we would appreciate any purchase. It doesn't really matter where.
I'm reading in the chat.
Did he say that?
Hey, what?
Is
Did he
that
say what?
true?
Oh, he said
He said he found a passion.
passion for science and skepticism due to the SGU,
You said that on the radio?
or just years
In general.
ago
Was
in
that-
an interview or
Who said-
something.
is that
Marky
Mark?
says yes.
That's awesome.
Post the
that's
link, or
fantastic.
you're lying. How about that? Challenge.
That is
Please-
really
no, I'm
awesome.
kidding.
I mean,
If you can find the link, please do post it. Any chance of getting Neil Adams on again? I guess that's the
Probably
comic
not.
book. That's, I don't know.
He's dead,
died?
isn't he?
Oh, did
Is
he
he
die?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is going to
Let's
be
find
more
out.
difficult. He is
It does
dead
get
in
considerably
April.
more difficult after people die. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
all we
we
have to
can-
do is
What's
bring on
my
what's his name,
favorite
John
piece of
Edward, and
artwork
we'll
from
have
Neil
him.
Adams.
Yeah, we'll reach out.
Neil Adams
Who wants
died
to see
in
my
April
favorite
this
piece of
past
artwork?
year. Yeah. Huh. Didn't?
Yeah,
missed
chances
that.
are not zero, but low. Any other questions? Anybody in the Discord chat? Go ahead and feel free to ask. Also in YouTube, feel free to ask. Maybe we'll pick one
Feel
there.
free.
Feel free. So free. Favorite pie, Steve?
My favorite pie is a key lime.
That's strong. Agree. Jay?
Shepherd's. I had it for lunch today.
Oh, Evan. That's okay. That's a little bit of a loophole because I would say puppy pizza in that case. Then okay,
Although
Yeah,
my
I'm breaking the question like
you're
Twitter.
breaking the rules a little bit,
Yeah.
but okay.
I broke
Well,
the
yeah,
my mother's
maybe
brain pie,
a
though,
good
is
cherry pie
awesome.
is always
Cherry pie.
awesome.
Cherry pie.
I'm like a multi-berry pie.
Mm-hmm.
It's freaking awesome.
Yes.
Peanut butter and chocolate. Here's my favorite Neil
Peanut butter
Adams
chocolate pie?
artwork.
Deadly Kung Fu. Wow.
Let's see it, Bob. Let's have a look here.
Bruce Lee.
Deadly Hands of Kung Fu.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
He was a good artist. He was a horrible pseudoscientist.
I bought
Yep.
this in the
That happens.
70s.
Wow.
Yeah. I hate to speak ill of the dead, but he really was an arrogant ass when we had him on the show.
Yeah, he was pretty arrogant.
He was very,
Eh.
and he was an asshat. He
I
really
know.
was so full of himself.
I mean, it's one thing to have, differing opinions about things, but to come off the way you do, not good.
I remember-
What
I
kind
remember
of
That's a no.
katana is in the background? Are there different kinds of katana? It is a katana. It is. It had. I could bring it out. It has
Please.
a fuller and a Hamon line.
I don't know what that means.
It's
There
not from
goes
parties. It's not from Party City, as if that's what you're wondering.
Whoever asked that
Whoa.
question, you have no idea how happy you
Yeah,
just made.
you
Oh,
just,
gosh. Yeah. it is. We're extending this live stream by
I
an hour
know.
now for this.
you've just started a whole thing. Oh, he's back. Hey, here we go.
Hey, Steve.
I mean, it's not a wakizashi. It's not
No.
an o katana or any. It's just a katana.
It's not a Henzi, a Hunzi. What's from
Oh,
Oh yeah, Hans.
No, I got it from.
What is his name? Damn.
I got it from
Gosh,
a
that's
um,
Tori.
SBG, which is the a sword
It's the
store, and
side.
they have a Project X where they
Ooh, Project
they
X.
basically
Tori Honda. that's what it
it's a custom. You can custom order it, and it's essentially their goal was to find the best katana outside of Japan, right? Yeah, because Japanese
Blasphemy.
weaponsmiths can only make so many per year. They're actually limited by law to how many. They can only sell like 10 katana a year.
Wow,
They're
I didn't know that.
ridiculously expensive,
Yeah.
But this is a pretty high end one. I mean, this is not like a beater katana. This is took me a lot of research to find where I could get something like this.
How sharp is it?
It's very sharp.
Mm.
Very, very sharp.
Do you like bananas?
Ian, can you mute your mic?
That was a mute. Hey, yeah. She's talking up a storm.
Yeah, the little one.
Somebody asked
Goblin
about
away.
the big party last weekend was fantastic.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was
It was
a
nice
huge
seeing
success.
everyone.
One of the highlights was actually having
Me there? Oh, you're welcome.
Jordu, yes, Evan, of course, but then Jordu Shell was brought by a friend who is, if you know anything about latex masks, Jordu Shell is like a legend in the mask making, sculpting, painting world, and he was a trip. We just chatted with him for until like 12:30 in the morning. It was fantastic. So he was a highlight of the entire night for me. But it was just in general a fantastic party.
It was fun. The place looked great, Bob. It was every room was its own little museum of haunt.
Yeah, I'm gonna post pictures, on Facebook, I guess. But my favorite picture though,
Ian's costume.
Oh my God. Here is my favorite picture.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Adam's family picture. I giggle every time I see that damn picture with Stephen Joss's.
Oh, you finally got the perspective correct. Okay.
As Pugsley and Wednesday, me and Liz as Morticia and Gomez Adams. Fantastic, loved it.
You guys all look great, but the ladies, Liz and Jocelyn were outstanding. They were spot on, wonderful.
I had a drawer filled with $100 bills because if you watch the classic Addams Family from the 60s, he always had a drawer in his desk filled with money that he would just, whatever various reasons, he would hand out. So I made sure I recreated that. That was fun.
Yeah, it was cool. It was definitely one of the best parties you've had, Bob.
It was fun. Yeah.
It was tough to. I mean, I don't think I might never top the decorations from last year, but I think the decorations were pretty cool, and we showed them off I think last week on the live stream.
I only knocked over a few things. I mean, it's not a big deal.
When you came crashing in the room,
God.
that was great.
Ian's costume was mind bending.
It was the size of a room. Literally.
So ready, here he is.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Cracking up. Look at that.
He's the one on the left.
Yeah.
I mean, it was hilariously like out of theme in a way. I get it's a costume, but it's obviously more of a Christmas kind of thing. But the sheer size of it, it was just like
he was in there.
It was so out of place. It was hilarious in a way.
Look, man, when the kid wants to be Elsa, I gotta do something. I gotta be Olaf.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Jay and his wife Courtney.
They look great. Yeah, Jay. That was awesome. Courtney sold it. No doubt.
Yeah, her costume came out awesome.
You guys made a dynamite couple.
All right.
Somebody wants a face reveal of Ian. We'll do that in a few years.
No, never. A man has no face.
I'm going as Ian next year for Halloween. So.
Oh no. Now I'm going to be compared to Adam Savage. It's going to happen somehow. We don't have any more questions from the Discord, but if anybody in chat has a question, feel free to pop it in. Other than seeing my face, which I don't have one. The source for mentions is my comment above. Oh wait,
Muhammad, you cannot draw.
The source for mentions is my.
It was on the SGU. He said it.
Oh, SGU 184 at 38, January 2009. Time gives you guys credit for embracing skepticism. Oh, okay. Well, it was on the show.
That's freaking great, man.
There you go.
Awesome. Thanks, Tim.
There you go.
Tim's a very nice person.
Here's Evan as Obi-Wan.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's good.
The lightsabers look really good in pictures.
Yeah.
They do. They illuminate sort of correctly from they get lighter. More light at the base.
We're gonna interview Michael Whalen on AQ6.
AQ6, yeah,
probably in
Michael?
January. Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah,
we're going to review Andor. I just watched the last episode last night of the season.
I got two episodes left to go. I'm digging it.
Warnock beat Walker in the initial vote tally, but now it's going to go to a runoff, so it's going to be a get out the vote.
Because
You
it's like
know,
has to be 1% over 50, right? 51%.
You have to get over 50.
You have to get
You have
50. Yeah, you have to get one
50
vote over
plus 1.
50%.
Yeah.
That's how that works. Alaska, I think, goes to a
Well.
runoff too. I think the same thing happened in Alaska, if I'm not mistaken.
Well,
Yeah. The bottom line, I recommend Andor. It was a good dark Star Wars series.
Cool.
All right, well,
All right.
guys, have a great weekend. I'll see some of you tomorrow.
Jay, Bob, and
Yeah.
Steve, happy
Question.
Thanksgiving to you all. The rest of
Yeah.
us.
I'll see you
can-
guys Tuesday night for the show.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna record Tuesday next week. Ooh,
Tuesday and Thursday.
yeah.
a double show.
Double header.
And about Nexus, we'll more information will come soon about Nexus 2023.
Nexus. And we're coming to
Was
Arizona
Andor 12
next
episodes?
month.
There's 2 more. I thought that was the end. Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
It was kind of a soft ending, I thought. So I guess
Like, oh, this is how it ends. Huh?
I mean, it could have been an ending. I mean, something happened, and then it's going to be more seasons. But all right, so that's good.
Don't even
12
tell
is
them
a
how
lot.
many
Usually, you don't
episodes.
get 12 episodes. I thought 10 was okay. Awesome.
Yeah,
All right.
12 is good. I like that.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Talk to you later,
Thanks, Ian.
guys. Skeptic's Guide to the Universe is produced by SGU Productions, dedicated to promoting science and critical thinking. For more information, visit us at theskepticsguide.org. Send your questions to info@theskepticsguide.org. And if you would like to support the show and all the work that we do, go to patreon.com/skepticsguide and consider becoming a patron and becoming part of the SGU community. Our listeners and supporters are what make SGU possible.
Yeah. No, I know you lost the Senate race in Pennsylvania.
This guy.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
I can't reason with him.
You can't
No,
reason with him.
he's
You
out of
can't
touch,
reason
man.
with him.
Useless. Why do I
Useless.
even take his calls? I don't know.
Boy.
That's the old Chevy
Business
Chase
as
thing.
usual.
Remember that from when Chevy Chase was the first anchor on Saturday Night Live? They were
Yeah.
the news.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
News
Totally.
thing. He would do that. He'd be on the phone and he'd be having this fake conversation with someone. I love that.
I vaguely remember that.
I
Yeah.
love it. It's always a good.
He was only on for like one season, right? Then you get kicked.
Yeah, Chevy
kicked
was
off
one
of that.
season. He was. That first
Weekend
season
update.
was. Oh gosh.
What are you two guys doing this weekend?
Not a heck of a lot for me. I'm pretty much just catching up on a bunch of stuff here in the house. Going to be, nothing exciting. Ian,
For that get prepped for that Thanksgiving stuff. I got to drive like a bazillion hours to go see my
Oh,
sister.
you're driving again?
oh, you're.
Yep.
Are you leaving for a while?
Leaving. No,
Like a 2-week
like
trip?
next week we're gonna be. Yeah, but I'll be around for the live stream. They have internet in South Carolina apparently, which is surprising.
Greg,
So-
you're right. Yes, Greg Dorius. Thank you.
I can't do the live stream next week because I will be in an airplane.
So that means okay. So I don't know what Steve's going to call
Uh,
for next week. If we miss it, we're probably we're not doing the following. 'cause
Turn off
that'll be-
airplane mode and then just join us from the
Oh,
plane.
yeah, you can do
Well,
that too.
it'll be fine.
It might not be impossible, but yeah, I don't think the people around me would like that.
No,
And
the
I'm
video
definitely-
probably wouldn't stream
yeah.
very well.
And I'm not going to be here the Friday after the actual Thanksgiving, which is the following Friday. So
Correct.
I don't know. Is there a chance we're going to be down for 2 weeks straight? I suppose there
We might be down for 2 weeks straight, everybody.
2 weeks.
Maybe we'll give you a heads up. Try to do it earlier than later next week, and then the following week we have a Boomer versus Zoomer, December.
That's right.
2nd.
Oh wow!
So my
Which is
wife,
fine because I'm in Philadelphia at a board game convention that
PAX
Friday,
Unplugged?
anyways. So
You going
yeah,
to
PAX
PAX
Unplugged,
Unplugged?
very good.
Yeah, I like PAX Unplugged. It's awesome.
I've
my,
never
my
been.
wife
Which was
decided.
Yeah.
My wife decided because I am a procrastinator. Down on a genetic level, I'm a procrastinator. But she's like, let's set everything up for Christmas before we go away for Thanksgiving, so when we get home we don't have to do it. And I'm like, all right,
Okay.
let's do this. Let's do it. Let's go for it. So I did all the unpacking today, right? I brought basically half of my basement up.
Right.
And then I instantly regretted it.
What's
happening?
Like, no more straight lines you can walk in. Right?
Well, she's smart because she knows that I will take a good 2 weeks to set Christmas up if it was up to me. Like, I'll just do it slowly. And she made me promise that we'd get it done in 3 days. Which is a lot of work. You know, we do a lot for the kids. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, when you have the kids.
Tinsel everywhere.
Definitely.
But I have.
Do you guys tinsel? Do you not tinsel the tree? Is that
we haven't used tinsel.
Old Italian?
No, we used to when we were kids. It was big in the 70s.
Yeah, my father still does
on
that.
The string.
It's very Italian, I think.
I have a very strong aversion to glitter. I don't.
Yeah.
Ooh, glitter bomb. Those
I
are
don't
the
like
worst.
glitter. And it all started when my mom told me when I was young that this girl accidentally dumped a whole bunch of glitter in her eye, and the doctor had to take him out with a pair of tweezers. And I wonder if that's a true story or not. You know, I would imagine it was, but I just don't like glitter. And I did research on it, and it's actually really bad for the environment. Like it's really bad plastic, right? It's not made like wouldn't it be wonderful if it was made out of something biodegradable? No, of course not. It's just made out of really shit plastic.
Yeah.
So I put it to everybody listening to this. Why don't we all band together and try to get rid of glitter?
I'm on board with that. No problem.
Okay.
No problem. We have a no glitter rule in our house because cleaning it up's a nightmare.
Yeah, thank you. Good. I like to hear that.
It's the freaking Anakin thing. It's coarse. It gets everywhere. You know,
it does.
You get some on your skin. Okay, you think you got it all off. 3 days later, you can see the glitter on your skin.
You ever like talk to someone and you see like a little piece of glitter like right next to their eye on their face, and you're like,
right?
Don't
move.
Don't move.
I got it. Hang on. Don't. And then you take it all right off of them.
Yeah, because it's so light, it sticks to shit really well.
Right, silent. Yeah. No, it's tough to deal with.
A couple of years ago, my wife bought a wreath, and I was outside. It was like just before dusk. It was getting a little dark out, and I'm setting it up, and I pull it out. I remember I opened the bag, and I pull the thing out, and then she and I both realized at the same exact moment that this thing is literally inundated with glitter. And I was literally like, yeah.
Right, it's a bomb. It is. It's a ticking time bomb.
It's in my face. Oh,
that's why
terrible.
They're glitter bombs. They're awful.
Yeah, I hate this shit. It's got to go.
Gotta go.
I was asked if we were asked some questions here in the chat real quick. One of the questions by Visto was, have I ever designed a board game? So the answer to that is not a board game per se, but I have. And Steve and I worked on a project in which we had some tabletop role-playing game books published. We did a series of those back in the early 2000s, right before we started the podcast. So I have those. I ran a LARP and wrote for the LARP. So I don't know if that's considered, it's not a board game, but it is a game. So I did write that. And Steve and I also wrote some murder mysteries that we've tried out on our friends back in the day. So those have been my contributions sort of to the gaming world. But no, not an actual board game. I've come up with concepts, and my team of that I do the podcast with, we have actually several ideas in line, and we're considering perhaps in the coming year or two trying to get one of these these ideas produced, now that we know so much more about the industry and how it all works and making contacts and everything. We think we can get something going. So we'll keep you posted on that.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to do, man.
Yeah, it's a competitive field, that is for sure, but the quality has just gone up, skyrocketed in recent years. We've seen some games that have just blown us away as far as their overall quality, just the production, the components, the gameplay itself, just amazing stuff. It's a whole different world, board games. It ain't Monopoly anymore.
I just played an amazing board game the Firefly board game. I don't know if you ever played that, Ev.
Which one? Firefly?
Yeah. So
No, I haven't.
It's modeled after the TV show Firefly.
I know that. Just really.
And I guess it's a resource management type of game. But my wife and I had a blast playing it. It was like so much fun.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, and so many people, especially people most, around my age in my 50s, they abandoned board games when they were very young because, there was those cheesy, Parker Brothers and Milton Bradley games that you would play when you were a kid, and you kind of walked away from it all because it didn't hold your interest because those games were overall not great. But what you have now today in the board, it's considered a board game renaissance going on that took place kind of in the 2000s and in the 2010s, especially. And it is so much better, such a bigger, different world than it used to be. It's amazing.
Yeah, there's a ton of great games out
so
there.
much good stuff.
I have an idea for a game, Evan, with your tax knowledge. You should do an expansion to Monopoly where you're the tax man and you just come in and take 90% of their.
And the end, those games have been written, Ian. There are a couple of those out there.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I still like Monopoly.
Yeah, there is something about it. It's fun.
Lee
like
Marsh was
chance.
asking about some recommendations, guys. I think the best thing we can do, we've reviewed over 300 games so far in our Which Game First podcast. You can go and click on those. Just download our podcast if you don't mind, or just take a look at the notes on our website about the games. And all those more often we're impressed by what we're playing rather than crap, than giving it a thumbs down. So anything you find there, we recommend pretty much. Yeah.
Somebody asked when I'll bake bread again, and the answer is tomorrow morning. Actually,
Ooh.
Yeah, because we're having the Thanksgiving thing tomorrow, so I'm gonna bake a couple of loaves of bread. I actually during the live stream I was thinking about so I don't know. I don't think anybody wants to hear about this, but basically you have to have some type of pre-ferment or a starter in order to make bread that has a lot of good flavor. And I'm like, I gotta refeed my starter tonight late, so when I get up in the morning it'll be ready to go. That's my story.
Yeah. You got a busy weekend then, Jay. What time?
Yeah, I do.
They're coming over tomorrow, huh?
About 2:00. Yeah, so I'll be.
Oh boy, so you got to get going. You got stuff to do.
I'll be up at dark 30 tomorrow for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Getting it ready.
Make
All right,
that
let's
bread.
call it a night.
Let's call it. Lee Marsh, I'll get back to you on your question about the board game for the 8-year-old. Okay, I'll contact you. Okay, and let you know. All right.
Everybody, have a great weekend. We'll see you
Have a
in
great
2
weekend.
weeks.
Yeah, well, maybe not 2 weeks. It'll be
Maybe tomorrow,
3
maybe
weeks.
next
It'll
week,
be
but maybe longer.
maybe
yeah.
next week. Not for Jay. Maybe for me and Steve and Bob, perhaps, and Ian, of course. Thank
Mhm.
you, Ian, as always. Not the day
Of course.
after Thanksgiving, and Boomer versus Zoomer on the 2nd of December. I will not be there, but I'll be rooting everyone on.
Be in,
Good night,
be in the
everybody.
chat. Bye
Good
bye.
day.
Good day. Any final words?
My final word, yes.
From you.
That's it. Yes.
That was it. Okay. Bye bye.